Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. I am ripping through the comment section, trying to reply to a lot of your guys' comments and questions if you have any. And there's a couple of questions that I'd like to answer so you guys know why I am doing this. So why would someone who has money, I also have a job, an outside job, I support kids, family. I'm the only person who works with a lot of people under me. So I have a lot of responsibilities. Why would someone create this channel and do it? And I can tell you, I can benefit multiple ways by using this channel. One, the channel will pay me. Two, I can help all of you viewers become better investors. And three, what it really does, I have to be on top of my stuff. It forces me to chart things out. It forces me to do the work that's required to basically be a very good investor. So it enforces discipline on me to get this information out. And while I create this information for everyone, I have to know it myself. So when I'm charting things out, it forces me to basically chart it out, to do all the steps, and to look at all the information, because this opportunity is so large, I can't mess this up. I got to get it right. And the reason I have to get it right is because I want to retire early. If I can retire at 45 years old, that would be pretty nice with a good chunk of money. But I do have a lot of costs right now because I have young kids. They're growing up. They're probably going to go through. They're doing sports. They're doing all sorts of stuff. At least my older, she's in gymnastics. It just costs money. And I'd like to keep my investments in investments, and then I'd like to have my income pay for all this stuff. So if I can increase my income by doing YouTube, if I can help you guys become successful investors, and it forces me to become a better investor. So that's why I do it. It's a combination of all of those things. And the rewards from YouTube, if you can grow your channel and grow it very large, you can make quite a bit of money being a YouTuber. I'm not saying that I'm going to be this famous YouTuber. I know some people ask questions, well, why don't I have some guests on the channel, like a Rick Rule or something like that? I very well could, but if I wanted to bring someone on, I'd like to get a completely different perspective. We see Rick Rule do interviews every other day. I see a lot of people on YouTube. There's a lot. They kind of say the same things. And it'd be nice to get someone from a completely different background, almost like an oil executive that's a billionaire. Get them on and see what their opinion is of the oil market. Or to get someone who's got like a real estate background, get like a billionaire, if I can even find them. But it'd be cool to get like something like a John Goff on here and see what he thinks. Because it's a far different perspective. We don't really get, I don't really see those type of people on YouTube very much. And those are the ones that I really want to ask questions about. Some of the questions that I might want to ask them is basically how do you view investments? What do you look for? How do you evaluate things, or how do you value things? Those would be good ones for a billionaire, because a guy who's made that amount of money, I think he's $6 or $7 billion. Man, that'd be pretty sweet to get someone on like that. There's another question here. It says, I'd like to see a video covering what we should move our fortunes into when we eventually sell our stocks. Should we also sell all of our physical metals as well? Should we just trade for another metal? What do we do? And our indicators are real estate. If the real estate housing start to roll over, if the ratios become expensive, what I'm going to do in my stock portfolios is I'm going to accumulate, so sell my commodities and accumulate bonds, or leave it in cash, either one, because what's going to happen is a deflation or a deleveraging is going to come. And if you're in the metals, what I like doing is I like sticking with the metals. So usually what happens is you'll get a crash with the housing market. This is what it's done the past 2 times. Crash, and then it blows up to the upside for like 3 years after that crash, after the commodity or after the real estate crash. 3 years, it blows up higher. It runs for a little bit. And then usually I'm going to swap some of my metals to another metal. Usually palladium is cheap at that time. Gold might be another one to look into because gold's going to fall the least amount. And silver is going to crash. Platinum's going to have a hard life as well. Platinum usually falls with the real estate sector. And then gold and silver take off after it. So that you could do some swapping. Now, it depends on the ratios. It all depends on the ratios. Some of these things, like silver and platinum, have very strong industrial demand going out into the future. You may not want to sell those even 10 years from now. There might be a huge shortage in platinum and silver. Platinum has so many uses. It's in hydrogen fuel cells. If we can't figure out a very good battery solution, or if we get short, if we run into shortages of minerals where we can't build the batteries we want, a hydrogen economy looks very good at that point. And then we'll build different things which uses platinum. And platinum's my play as a precious metal for that. And it also, platinum and palladium are substitute metals. Palladium goes through the roof for autocatalysts. I think autocatalysts are going to continue to increase, especially in third world countries. So worldwide, we're going to see cars just go through the roof. More adoption of cars, more people buying cars, more autocatalysts are needed. If palladium's through the roof and platinum's very cheap, they're going to do substitutes to replace palladium with platinum in autocatalysts in gasoline cars. So we've got opportunities everywhere in front of us. Another one, Andy, what inning do you think we are in with the natural resources? I think we are still in the early innings. Very early, like we're in the first innings, first or second inning, depending on what you look at. Copper's had a pretty good run up, but a lot of these metals, they're not even, like platinum is way down there. That is still in a very early inning. That's like when it was $700, $800, $900, that was like a fluke in history. That was like they're singing the national anthem at the beginning. And we haven't even started the first inning. The COVID crash was the anthem, and now we're just starting the first inning of a lot of these commodity bull markets. We're breaking these large patterns, massive patterns. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking, how could oil move so much, or some of these uranium companies, and we're still in the first inning? Uranium still really hasn't even moved. It's not even above its cost curve yet. The price of uranium itself. That's not even in the first inning. That's like we're buying at the bottom, and the money's just flowing into uranium because it's anticipating this. So the stocks are probably in the second or third inning, and the actual price of uranium is like the national anthem's on. The game hasn't even started yet. It's just sitting there waiting. So that's my opinion. Those are the 3 questions I wanted to answer. If you guys have any other questions, leave it in the comment section below. Love to hear from you. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.